Coach, you want to start off with your comments on the game. How do you think the team played tonight?
I think we played very well. It was one of our most complete games of the season, and it's a very good time to be doing that over 90 minutes. Obviously, we've had some excellent results over the course, but I think we pretty much dominated the 90 minutes with shots and corners and those kind of things. And can't say enough about the leadership. Liddy in goal, KJ and Hubs out there. 3 seniors. And then Tish stepping up big time with the goal and assist. So I think it was a very complete game, and I think we have kind of that feeling that we're peaking at the right time.
Tish, describe that first goal you got in there on the assist from your goal. You see the goalie there.
I was just dribbling up and I saw an opening, took a shot. I was excited.
Then you helped in the second goal with that shot on the ricochet. Got the second goal there to put the game away.
Yeah, I was so excited Greider was there to finish that off. I was proud of my teammates.
Aline, what did you see on that assist there?
I didn't even believe, that's the first time I've ever got an assist here, and it was amazing. I mean, when we kicked the ball up in the field, of course you're expecting the best, but that was the first time it happened, and it was an excellent goal. Tish knows how to finish that, and it was awesome. I was so excited.
How did it feel now finally to have a home NCAA tournament game instead of going on the road for a first round game for a change?
I know. I don't feel like we're having a hard time with soccer when we're away, but I'm having a hard time with homework. No, it's good to finally be at home, and I cannot even tell how happy I was to have another game at my home field, because the last one was just not the way I imagined, and it felt great to finish it up with a win.
Coach, what do it mean to you to have finally a home game here in the NCAA?
Well, it's huge, and the irony is the last time UCF hosted a home NCAA game was 1988, which was my freshman year at Virginia, and it was against Virginia. I played in that game against UCF. Michelle Akers was a senior, and it was over in the fields that don't exist anymore, where the tennis courts are now. And so I was a part of that game, ironically, as the last time UCF hosted, and to see, the program has so much history, and you saw the alums after we scored that second goal. They were running out in the field. They were in those bleachers right behind the goal, and we have a lot of support from those alums. And it was just great to finally. I think we've deserved to host in the past when we've gotten shafted a bit, and so it was great to have that feeling that come to our venue, and we have a great stadium now, and it's a proper place to come. We had some Orlando City fans out there. We saw, and what a great crowd, and the environment I thought was tremendous, and they appreciated the game of soccer. You could tell, it wasn't just about the goals. It was, they were into the game, and it was a hard-fought game. FAU is a good team, and they're athletic, and there's a few dangerous times. I'm like, oh, and Lenny comes up coming out hard off her line and takes that ball right off the forward's foot. So, everyone played their part tonight to get this victory.
Now, looking at the team's experience in the tournament, you talked to the FIU players the first time they've been in the tournament. How do you think that played the game, the experience being here?
I think it's huge to have, you don't have those jitters of, what's this all about, and, we're at the dance, and, it's definitely a sense of, we've been here before, it's comfortable. That being said, the game of soccer is, anyone can win on any given night. I think Florida State was tied late, at least at halftime with Sanford, they ended up winning 1-0. And, in tournament time, anyone can win. But having that experience, and these guys, we've been there 5 years in a row now, and they have that feeling of confidence from the history of, and it's also the history of the program, just knowing how the players that went before them, how important it is to everybody in the program, and I think it's a good weekend, perhaps some good news for UCF.
Now, what can you take from this game, if anything, to improve on from the next game moving forward?
Definitely, have to improve on some things for sure. Depending on our opponent, it's going to be interesting to see who we're going to play next. For sure, Florida Gulf Coast tied us, and they could very well, do the same to Florida and take the PKs. Or, you never know with that game. So we're not expecting anyone at this point. So, depending on who we're going to play, you need to adjust some things tactically. But for the most part, what you saw tonight was a pretty complete game. So we don't want to tweak with too much.
This one for the players, what did it mean to have a lot of the former players from this great program in attendance there? I understand you had a pretty special pregame speech from a two-time All-American player there. What did this mean to you both?
I mean, it meant a lot. We had a really inspirational speech in the locker room before the game, and it just got us all pumped. And then hearing like all the players that used to play here on the bench, like by the goal, yelling at us, like "Keep going, make that run!" Like it was awesome. It was really cool.
No, she's amazing. I was so excited. I got so pumped up. I was like, I'm ready to go out there and play. Like she talked about like her experiences, and she was funny. Like it just got us ready to go. I loved her, and we need to take her back to the other girl, the other games.
But just Jean Maris who came, and you know she's been coaching the area for years too in high schools and stuff. But she's so vocal at all of her games. She's been one of the alums to be very consistent and come out and show her support. And you can hear her. That's one thing, you know, I always hear Jean Maris, and I think that's important and make the alums feel like they're part of it still, you know, because they help build it, and they're a big reason why we're here and doing what we're doing.
Any other questions?
Just for the coach, how do you like your chances for the rest of the tournament, and would you prefer to play Florida Gulf Coast, just because you haven't seen them before?
Actually, no, I think if you ask the girls, they would prefer Florida, because we just haven't seen them this year, and, you know, it's always a battle with them, but, you know, at this point, it doesn't really matter, because you're gonna play great teams along the way. So whether we meet them next round or further down, you have to win some big games. So you know, they each offer their challenges for sure, and you know we just have to figure that out. But you know, Florida's a great team. I saw them in the SEC final, you know, against Auburn, and that was a great game. You know, Florida Gulf Coast came in here and tied us in a hard-fought battle that, you know, we would like to have, I think, a chance to play them again, just because we felt like we didn't play that well that game, and we would like to get a win that game. That we didn't think the tie was, you know, what we wanted to get. So it's one of those things where it's like you want to play someone you played before because you want to kind of redeem yourself a bit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.